An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Carr going to throw. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Play action. Now it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get
fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across mid. Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And Sammy Watkins is in his 8th NFL season. Spent the last 3 in Kansas City and won a Super Bowl there. Really excited about the opportunity to bond with quarterback Lamar Jackson. Makes a nice catch there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
On play action. Now Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown. Foster Moreau. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And that is incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll buy some time right. And able to complete it to Moreau.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 7-7, our score after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Carr rolling to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that. For that 7.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. On play action, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And Hunter Renfrow is giving them great production for a 5th-round pick. 56 catches last season, and we know he's famous for being 3rd in Renfrow, but I think he's pretty good on 1st and 2nd down, too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a carry for Jacobs. 65 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Carr. Touchdown Raiders. It's complete. Bryan Edwards from
gets away, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. It's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jackson looking to throw on third.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Second down at 5.
Here's Carr to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
Off play action. Carr.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot here before half for Carr. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, on the return, here's Hall. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And the Raiders have got it. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
It certainly looks like Solomon Thomas is really regaining his confidence. Remember, he's coming off of a torn ACL, which was suffered in week 2 last year while playing with San Francisco. He signed with the Raiders in March. 6 sacks in his 4 years with the 49ers. He's hoping those numbers really jump up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Carr. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by
to Sean Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Again, it's Hill. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 36, Carr.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he gets it down to the 32. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a third down. To throw his Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make this a second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll bring him back within
4. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 69 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Carr. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets it complete to Jackson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Carr again. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Carr will look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. From the shotgun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Carr. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr to throw. Catch made, it's Marone. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Offense set at the line for this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heat.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up